All right, ladies and gentlemen, our guest today wears many hats. He is a writer. He is a director. He is a motivational speaker. He is a master of ceremonies. He is a comedian. You name it, he's done it all. And he's also part of the Switch TV family. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about Fred Omondi.
Yes. I know. Baka was like, yeah. Then I'm like, okay, what is happening? Karibu sana. You know, I was like, I didn't know your real name was Fred Omondi. Because the Fred Omondi, the comedian is. So I was like, you always get that. And like, people are like, they confuse you with the other comedian. But you're also a funny guy. What a coincidence.
Imagine, by the way.
Yeah.
Kuna times watu wameingia kwa shida wakaniambia maze John nilikuwa na maana kwambia nani mimi so ni Fred Omondi naambia ni kweli
hawakuona mtu alisikia jina alisikia but karibu sana.
Nashukuru man.
So you know I'd like just to ask acha tuanze huko kwenye Mali comedy ilianza kidogo ndio na niko after high school ebu tell us what was happening.
My brother my elder brother has played a key role in guiding me to where I am today. I don't know, okay, you guys may know him or not. Mdomobagi,
No way.
Oh Lord,
no
I
way.
didn't know. That's why like I saw the big brother was like, this has to be someone who's doing
the
something
guy I immediately
like
follow.
Yeah.
Right? So by the time these guys were doing Into Colors back in the day, him, Kajairo, and actually Churchill was part of the team back then.
Yeah.
And my bro used to pull me along. Sometimes narushoma extra kidogo.
Yeah.
And you know, I kept on building an interest, observing him. Then when he went to KU, he used to be part of the Kenyatta University Traveling Theatre. Back in the day, it was a big deal. Hey, loga kitu kubwa. So seeing him perform, seeing him do the things he used to do, then they came and combined with the Ridiculous team, and now we're doing Red Corner. And I was being tagged along, you know, being the last born small brother. Seeing what they were doing. By and large, siku moja unajipata hata wewe.
Uko umeanza kufanya.
Umerushiwa kaande. I know my bro used to call me and give me some surprise gigs. He asked me, "Butonde mahali you go with him?" Then he says like, "Yeah, by the way, I also have a guy who's come to perform, kuja upige mistari."
Hivyo tu anakuambush.
For real.
No for warning, nothing.
We jipange huko mbele bana. Piga mistari tukiendaga.
So it was baptism by fire.
Baptism by fire. But I think he had seen a lot of things also from what I was doing besides the limelight that should have been there. So for him, he believed this guy has something and I need to pull it out of him. So
you're not talking about something that had been there.
Yeah.
You were in JKUAT and you're doing landscape
architecture.
Okay,
You
so our
were
boss. Yes. So tell us, like, you know, between the architecture and you being a comedian, na brako kupulio comedian hapo hivyo from the architectural side of you.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Let me tell you, by the way, quitting practicing 2 years after I cleared campus was one of the hardest decisions I had to make. Because of course you've been doing all this thing, and of course the course is taxing you to see. Then the promise of big money, man.
Yeah,
you as an architect, you always believe that one job is enough to change your life completely. But all along, even when I was in campus, most of the things guys used to know me for performances.
Really?
You guys used to perform. I mean, the first time I performed for His Excellency, the late Daniel teacher of Moin, was in campus.
Okay.
I It was nice. It was a nice experience. But all along, what I kept on seeing is, and I think this is important for me to bring out, I began doing quite a lot of things on the art scene while I was quite early in my years. From as early as class 3, I was doing performances. By class 7, I was on TV. Back on the day when you guys used to have inter-schools debate. I don't know if you guys remember KBC.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Sisi ni wale tulikuwa tunafika kwa TV.
Hey, okay.
Then you finish, and I used to do dance choreographies when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Growing into all these performances. But the challenge that I had was, unfortunately, or fortunately, whichever way you may want to look at it, I was performing well academically as well. Sasa ukiwa wewe ni mtu exam unapita.
That's what they want to
na wewe ni msanii, hii usanii ni kelele. In
Yeah.
fact,
just focus on your books.
Either wewe ni engineer, daktari, ukianguka sana, architect, lawyer, mahali hapo tunaweza kusamea, ukianguka sana.
Utajaribu sana.
So nobody actually ever thought that my gifting could actually make me
Like a
earn a living
career.
out of it.
Yeah.
So even by the time I was getting my first person telling me, this was my chairman of my department campus, the guy had watched me over and over doing things, and one day he comes and says, look, ukimaliza tu kugraduate hivi, get that degree, put it aside and pursue the talent that you have. That's my chairman of department,
You're
School of
joking.
Architecture and Building Sciences. Now Professor Kigondo, you know. And I was looking at this guy, I'm like, oh, that's upuzi ba.
Are you serious?
Are you for real? You
Yeah.
can't tell me that. Even me, growing up, I didn't believe that
It's something you could make
it's
a
something
career
I can
out
actually
of.
make a career out of.
Yeah,
That's
which leads me to
amazing.
ask my next question.
Yes.
You've clearly been around for a very long time.
Yes.
Si tulianza tu juzi. So tell me, like, what are the main differences of the entertainment industry
Yes.
then and now?
One of the things I appreciate, especially if you say, let's talk about the comedy industry, for instance. We have more variety now than we had then. Though I would wish to see a lot more on our screens. Back in the day, other than the Vitimbi stuff we used to do and Vioja Mahakamani. In fact, by the time Ridiculous were coming on board, you guys, it was like, watu wametoka wapi?
Exactly.
Wow. And you guys can actually mimic the president, you know, make fun and create some satire around certain issues. It was a fresh breath of life.
Yes.
Then, of course, into Colors came in, Red Corner came in, Churchill came in over time. And for a while, we didn't have more than one stand-up comedy show, for instance.
Yeah.
Then there is a time we had several on our screens. The Hot Seat, Ilikuwapo, we had Kenya Corner. And it was like, wow, there's variety coming up.
Yes.
And then sitcoms have come in a big way. We are seeing Kenyans actually doing quite creative sitcoms that you can sit, watch, and enjoy. So there's diversity that has come forth so far, but there is still a lot more, if you ask me, that needs to be done. I feel sad as a comedian that so far, as we speak, we only have one stand-up comedy show that has been running for a while.
Yeah.
It would have been awesome to have 5,
There's
6,
another one.
7. If each station had a stand-up comedy show that runs by itself, I'll be like, tumefika mahali, you know? But we are too mbaya sana. We are trying, but a lot more can still
There's
be done.
But I'm like,
Definitely
I
a
just
huge
have to ask
difference.
this because you
Yes.
mentioned it.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
What do you think makes us not to have like enough comedy platforms, you know,
Yes.
like shows? We only have like that one which you're talking
Yeah.
about and not others.
Yeah.
What do you think is the
I call
problem, the
it,
challenge?
I think the blunder of the broadcasters who do not have the bigger picture in mind. For instance, the comedy shows that came on were brought on as a competition to Churchill show. So what happens? You have a Churchill show that is running that has had some time on air. It has a following. Then you want to create your own comedy show and say, I want it to run head to head against Churchill show. So instead of creating your own audience for people to see a variety, for people to sample what they can find on Churchill
you
and
make
then
it a
sample it
competition.
on what they can get on somewhere else. You want it to be a competition because you're thinking the best way for you to succeed is to
It's-
try
it's
and
just
show.
you.
Yeah. If it's
That's
just
true.
you. It's foolishness.
Yeah.
If we would have been given enough time to experience other stand-up comedy shows by themselves, have enough time for them, then probably we'll be saying, nina option. Neza watch Churchill, ama neza watch another stand-up comedy show.
Ama
etc.
nikimaliza hii nitawatch
Ama
hii.
nikimaliza
No,
hii,
like,
I'm at the
nitawatch
different
hii.
days.
Yeah.
Like comedy, you're able to watch
Yeah.
throughout like different times. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be that specific time.
Exactly.
I don't just have to ask.
Yeah.
Umesema ulikuwa unafanya dance choreography.
Oye, mbaya
But
sana.
kidogo
Hey.
unachezaga salsa.
Vibaya sana.
Hebu hii salsa ama ni kitambo ama
no,
bado
how did that
unafanyaga?
happen?
Yeah, I'm like, tell us about the
Yeah,
salsa.
tell us
bit.
about
Like in
the
campus,
salsa.
I think I trained salsa for about 5 years, if I'm not wrong.
5 years
You're
you're training for
kidding.
salsa.
For real. And we used to have it in campus, we used to do it like ministry. So every Friday, we will invite guys for free lessons of salsa. And we tell you guys, come, you will have free lessons for as long as you'll have to sit for 1 hour and listen to the word of God being preached. So guys will come for real. It's free. The only thing unalipa ni kusikiza neno 1 hour.
Yeah.
You're joking.
I'm telling you guys will come at 8 p.m. They join in 9 to 10 they have to sit na hakuna option. Alafu tunajua kwanza campus salsa ilikuwa na warembo wote so
By the way,
That was your aim. That was the
wale walezi wote hawezi toka hapo.
nakwambia. And you know, you know, talking about that, kukuja kusikiza neno. You're a born again
used your
Christian.
voice for good.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes,
So
yes.
was it like always, you've always been since you're young? It was
I
on the
got
way.
saved in high school. That is back in 1999. Okay, that's when I gave my life to the Lord. And all through, everything I have done tumekuwa tu katikati ya Yesu.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Hapo ndio tumekuwa ndani, tumepiga kambi tutoki.
You're there to stay.
I know, right? And I know you guys also mumecamp hapo hamtatoka. So we are going to take a short commercial break. Budaboss bado wako ndani ya building, so stay tuned. Yes, guys, welcome back, Budaboss.
In the building.
Yeah, as in nimesauyo kutingia na semanga hapo.
Catchlight muulize tu.
Takeona.
Aya, takeona lakini nimeona SMS zenu na feedback yenu hapa kwenye mtandao. Anyway, guys, I'm seeing you, and remember, guys, our SMS line is 22999 kwenye social media Switch TV Kenya everywhere, on Instagram Switch TV KE. So I'm seeing ni Mark Anunda kutoka Kakamega, mnapendeza aki Budaboss.
Yeah.
Akacha tu hapo na zile vitu za emoji zenye zitokeangi hapo. Yes, I'm seeing hi ladies, leo nimehesabu grains za mchele kilo hadi nikalamba sukari, mnakaa fiti. I'm seeing hi guys, looking good. Salimia Freddy hapo, mwambie I'm a big fan. I'm seeing hello girls, you brighten up our evenings. Dagyo muno. Budaboss tunakucheckingi pale kwa the quiz.
Hapo sawa.
Yeah, nyama tu switch man. Switch TV.
Nowhere else but.
Okay. And I'm seeing Abby from Nyeri anasema she's tuned in. Thank you guys. We appreciate y'all. Budaboss.
Yeah.
Mtu ulikuwa unacheza football.
Mbaya sana.
Mathare United.
Imagine.
Ebu tell us, as in you're a man of a lot of things.
All the hands,
you know.
all of them. No,
Yes,
honestly,
and you
how
are a
many
former
lifetimes
player.
have you lived?
Yes.
Tell us
about
it. I played actually very serious football since I was 12 years old. I joined Mathare United when I was 12 years old. Actually 11. So I played for under 12 team, I played for under 14 team, I played for the under 16 team, and then of course the senior team for a while. Then Kenda campus. So when I went to campus, I had a difficult time combining playing for Mathare United and then the busy studies. So it was difficult for me. In fact, I remember that time my coach was Gabriel Njoroge. At one time, he was the national team coach. But it was Kingi, a.k.a. Kingi. He was so mad because now he was feeling this guy has
like
come of age. But I was telling him, guy, man, the course I am doing, I can't hack to come for training twice a day. In the morning, then come for training in the evening. So uko Juja, mstuni.
Ayo Juja mpaka hiyo area code.
So it was hard. So I just transitioned from playing for Mathare United then went to play now for the university team. Which at least we represented university kwa East Africa Games kidogo. Tulicheza ball.
How many lifetimes have you lived?
Yeah, it's like there are so many. But you know, as it
I've done so many things.
What?
But I just have to now let me bring it back home.
Yeah.
How did you get the quiz show and you joined the family?
Yes.
Yes, sorry, zika ni fair kuuliza. But anyway,
me
I got a call from the producer, Yvonne. So I was like, hey, Fred, kuna quiz show, we just wanted to come and try it out. I'm like, sawa, poa. Sawa, when? Unaweza come juu siku gani? Yeah, sawa, nitakam. So me came. But it's just screen test sijui nini. Mimi ndo niko nafikiria nimekuja screen test. Everyone was there. Tamima, of course, was there, etc. Finished my screen test. I'm like, you guys, this is it.
Ivo too. And what time is the show for the guys who are watching right now? Probably they do not know.
Every Wednesday and Thursday 8:30 p.m. only Switch TV. Moto kama pass.
Unaona watu wa home wenye ni wabagia.
Watu wa home base.
Ndio hivyo sasa. Nakwambia. So I think of course when you mtu wa nyumbani.
Yes.
So we always have this segment. We get to play a couple of games. So guys, right about now, pop spot. In Uganda. Okay, game spot. Joyce. So we're going to be popping on the game spots.
Okay.
I just had to redeem myself. I know, right? That's a good save. So we're going to be playing the 5-second rule. This is where, acha niweke Max Reo, moderator Aribeba Karamu. Ini ka quiz show by the Ini ka quiz show.
She's in a position of moderator.
Inambambe.
Mimi mafia sahi mtu wangu mafia hapa. Kila mtu ajipatie jina yake.
Twende.
Unajita team what? Okay, Budaboss.
Hey, Budaboss.
Okay, unaitwa?
Team Switch TV, since you watch Switch TV, you know?
Okay, 5-second rules. Budaboss.
Yes.
Name 3 things you do in a car.
You do in a car, you drive, you park.
And
And
5
you listen to
seconds
music.
up.
Listen to music.
I'll give you a 0.5.
0.5, you're Royal Black.
Wow! Because I'm wearing black. Check your comeback. Aish! Zime rhyme. Aha, Team Switch TV. Name 3 reasons you would wear a blindfold.
To hide from my ex.
Yeah?
To sleep. To hide from my other ex.
Team Budaboss, name. I was about to name 3 celebrities you think are cool.
I think are cool.
Uh-huh.
Churchill is cool. Domobagi is cool. And of course, I like Yvonne Okwara.
Okay.
Very sober.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Team Switch, name 3 things you tell yourself in the mirror.
You are beautiful. You are strong. You are independent.
Where? Team Budaboss,
Yeah.
name 3 Kenyans do. Name 3 things Kenyans do to get people's attention.
Hey.
Hey, hizo ni vitu mingi. Anyway, Kenyans will give crazy memes for almost everything. Kenyans will be able to make fun of almost every situation possible to get their attention. And people like ranting, in my opinion.
Okay.
Pale Twitter, hawacheki na watu.
Those are actual.
Team Switch, name 3 things that have wings. Vitu
Bats.
zina mabawa.
Bats. Birds.
Bags.
Ostriches.
Wewe 5 seconds imesha 0.5.
Si nimesema 3. Bats. Birds.
Oh, nilisikia bags. I was like, why are you saying
birds? Sorry, birds.
Yeah.
And ostriches.
Okay.
Flamingos, whatever.
Team Budaboss, name 3 things you keep hidden.
Okay. Underwear. Vest. Socks.
Oh my God. Team Switch, name 3 things you always forget.
My sunglasses. Chewing gum. Charger.
Okay. Team Budaboss, name 3 things you say when you're excited.
Oh, baby. Ustake.
Another.
Leta hiyo kitu.
Oh Lord. Team Switch. Name 3 words you say when you are angry.
I can't say them on TV.
Yeah.
The B word. The F word. The D word.
Didi douchebag. Hopefully.
I tell you kucheka. I
Okay,
can't say
it's
them
not
on
that
TV.
one, so it has to be worse than that. Okay, Budaboss, name 3 red fruits.
Red fruits. Plum, tomato, apple.
Okay, hapa hivi ni kama.
Najua unashanga tomato is a fruit. It's a fruit.
Team Switch, name 3 things you haven't washed in a week.
Sema kweli.
My bra, the one I had last week. My socks, which I wear to bed. And the cup of tea that is still in my room.
Oh my God. Budaboss, name 3 things you say when you lose something.
3 things I say when I lose something. Oh gosh. Imeniuma. Ni sawa tu.
The third one.
Sisi unasema 3.
Amesema 3, amesema oh gosh.
Oh gosh, ilikuwa moja. Oh, I thought una exclamate before uanze. Okay. Lakini Budaboss, ile ya kwanza tu. Lakini jueni guest leo for the first time here on Chat Spot. Nitasema tu acha nibadilishe hizi hesabu.
Nipatie tu marks zangu.
Just take one for the team.
It's okay, I'll take one.
Take one for the team. Mliachana na 0.5. 0.5 peke yake jamani. I don't know. Any projects you're working on out there that are maybe your comedy side now?
The comedy side.
Yes.
There's a comedy show I'm working on, which I hope soon ikivana inaweza tokea hata hapa Switch TV. It is work in progress. So hiyo iko jikoni. Then of course there is also some project I am doing for something that I can't announce until nimesign your contract.
Okay.
But inafaa ikuwe soon. Kikuwa tu hivi mniulize hizo swali siku nyingine nitajibu. For now kabla niweke sahihi hiyo kitu ninaiangalia tu hapo kwa 18.
Okay, sawa.
Okay. Pasulangata Road.
Yeah.
I know. Anyway, what is that one mantra you live by? You're successful in everything that you're doing. What is that one mantra you live by? Something you can tell the youngings out there who probably look at you and they're like, we want to be like him. They're inspired by your life story. What would you tell them?
I've come to discover life is all about living out your purpose, man. We can do many things, but you get your truest value when you're actually pursuing your purpose. Success can be defined by many things. You can define success by even your own perspective. You can define success by what the world will want to create it. But I think the greatest success we'll ever achieve is becoming everything God created us to become. There is so much we are yet to discover, so much we are yet to tap on. Until you get yourself in that space, you're like, higher. You mean I had all these things? The things you've mentioned, and some of them I never imagined I could do. Like writing, I began writing out of desperation, need. I just found myself an orphan, nothing to do, abandoned by relatives, and had to make a living. And the one thing that I had then was, what is it I can do to make something and earn a living out of? So I began writing, and I used to do poetry, and I used to write some nice poetic words, make handmade cards, and go and sell.
Oh, wow.
And I used to sell them at 10 bob to just get some money to put some food on my table. And from there, that's how I began honing my skills for writing. I was like, oh, then you move from one thing and you write another, and you move from there. You keep on discovering, oh, I didn't know all this was stored up in me.
Yeah.
So if we can be able to tap into the purpose for which God created us, all of us will find value in living every single day. Because we can't live for money. There's something bigger than money.
Hey,
hallelujah.
Something
And
bigger
he's
than
also a
money.
motivational speaker in case I did not mention. Hey,
ulisema uko kwa intro.
okay, I thought I forgot because I said so many things because he's done so many things.
Yeah.
He's also a motivational
Yeah, and unajua pia sisi tuko na hats nyingi kwa segments. So saini ile segment ingine ya kuongea na mafans. So right about now, fans parts.